Welcome in, thanks for dropping by on such short notice. I don't think you'll be surprised to find out that I just spilled some beer on myself. But that shouldn't stop you from heading over to the kitchen, grabbing yourself a tall. I think this time we're gonna talk about some vinyl records, some indie vinyl records, mostly some relatively recent releases. Do have one reissue in the mix. You know, what the hell. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This first one, this is a debut LP by a Norwegian band called Colored Lights. And it's just a self-titled release. Just came out tail end of September. This is, like I say, a Norwegian band led by, and I'm gonna say the name wrong, Frode Stromstad. Maybe I'll put that up because I'm saying it wrong for sure. He's worked with like Peter Buck and Scott, like, you know, Peter Buck from R.E.M. and Scott McCoy from the Young Fresh Fellows. He's in the No Ones with those two guys. This is, I would call, slightly experimental, lo-fi, psychedelic pop. It definitely shares some of the aesthetic of like the 1990s Elephant Six collective, you know, with the reverence for the weirder Beach Boys, and the use of some unconventional, I would say unconventional arrangements, and some, I think, at least it seems like, unconventional instruments, possibly. I guess I could have, you know, I could have done some research. Anyway, I definitely dig this. If I have a complaint, I would say it's that the album is 15 tracks coming in at 30 minutes. And it just kind of leaves me wanting more. You know, it's 15 tracks, 30 minutes. Many of the songs are very short. So I guess maybe it's a good thing. It leaves me wanting more. So I guess that could be seen as a good thing. I would just say that a lot of I think what I'm kind of driving at is a lot of the tracks are almost like transitional tracks, and it makes it feel more like a mini LP than a full album. More so than the running time. It's just the way that the album, I think, is kind of laid out, kind of feels that way. But I do really like it. I am excited to see what this project does next. Yeah, definitely, like I say, it doesn't sound like it's necessarily an elephant. It doesn't sound like a specific Elephant Six type band. It just kind of feels like it would fit in that kind of collective, you know, similar influences. Anyway, Colored Lights, this one's out on Bobo Integral Records out of Madrid.
Standing on the platform, been a while since you went by. I go within our captain's fought up death, protect our side. No one can do anything your kind. Cut up your world in two, work with the things you are.
Very quickly, I'd say about 5 years ago, I ordered some shirts, and I received one that was the wrong size, like by a long shot. And I don't remember the circumstances because I think it was about 5 years ago. I think it was when I first moved to the location that I'm at now, which is why I'm kind of thinking, I think that's about 5 years. I don't know, what the hell, it doesn't make any difference. I can't remember the circumstances why I still wound up with the shirt, but it doesn't fit. I thought I'd already got rid of it, but apparently not. So anyway, if you wear a 2XL and you are interested in this X Los Angeles shirt, leave a comment leave a comment below that just says meat stick. If you were the only person, I will send you this shirt. If there's more than one, I'll do some sort of drawing. So leave a comment. Let's see, we should see this by Thursday, October 5th, which I think is the Thursday after this video is posting. Yeah, if you get a comment in by then, if there's more than one, I'll draw. If there's no one, I guess I'll donate the shirt to this. But if there's one person, you get it. So 2XL, let me make sure about that. Yeah, it's a 2XL. So you're gonna wanna, if it's for you, you're gonna wanna be able to fit into a 2XL. Another thing I would add about this colored lights, I really do like that, that album cover. Something about it. And everybody, you know, everybody loves a good logo. That one's on orange colored vinyl. Next up, this is the 12th LP and the second, I guess, since one of the founding members left, Gerard Love. This is Teenage Fanclub. This thing is kind of in a mirror board sleeve. The album is called Nothing Lasts Forever. This is going to be a little bit hard for you to see. I think you kind of get the idea. Yeah. Yeah, 12th LP, like I say, this is the second album since Gerard Love left, so that's kind of a different, I mean, it is different personnel involved. So this is kind of a progression from Endless Arcade, which was released in 2021. It's kind of a warm, maybe somewhat slightly optimistic album. Again, as you would expect, like really terrifically crafted tunes. There is some occasional mildly psychedelic flourishes in spots. I think it's very confident. I think this is an overall more satisfying listen than 2021's Endless Arcade, which I thought was also very good. But you know, we're not reinventing the wheel here. It's a lot of the late 60s, early 70s pop vibes, great melodies, great tunes, and a very strong album overall, with the caveat that I'm a longtime fan of Teenage Fanclub, so maybe there's that some of that aspect of, you know, the familiarity. I don't think this actually came with it, but I got a poster with mine. I think because like in the mail order. Anyway, Teenage Fanclub, Nothing Lasts Forever on Fancy Pants vinyl.
My heart was like a stone, but now it's beating brightly. The past's a foreign land, I did my best, you understand. Free from your warm desire, the tree that becomes a fire. Pathways get overgrown when you're tired of being alone.
Next up, we have the 6th LP from a band I think based in Los Angeles, originally from Phoenix area, called Diners is the name of the project, and the album is called Domino. This is on Bar None Records. This was produced by Mo Troper from Portland, very well known in some circles as a very fine power pop producer. And this is a 25-minute album. It's like 10 tracks, 25 minutes. It is a modern spin on 1970s power pop with some nods to 90s power pop as well. So yeah, 25 minutes, short, sweet, very melodic. Think like Raspberries or The Shoes, Todd Rundgren, etc. Some like Beatles embellishments. It is a bit on the twee side, but I would say worth checking out. I think maybe for some people the vocals are a little too twee. But if you're down with the power pop, check it. It's Diners is the name of the artist, and the album is Domino. This one's on Delicious Black Vinyl.
Gonna live to see another day. My eyes and arms wide open. When in doubt, you'll know it. Topple down, domino. Right now, on the road you've been before. Anywhere you go, people wanna know how to have a real time. Powering yourself over any wealth, something that you can't buy. Then working on my dreams.
Next up, this is a reissue of the 1992 album by the Washington, D.C. based band Unrest. The album is Imperial, F.F.R.R. on Teenbeat. This is Ajax Records. I don't know. I ordered it from Teenbeat. It says Ajax Records. Yeah, so this is the band with Bridget Cross, Phil Krauth, and Mark Robinson. Comes with kind of like a fake Obi strip here. This has the original. This reissue has the original art. I think it was just reissued, and the original like insert. And this one comes on some Fancy Pants vinyl, just for good measure. Yeah, so by this point, band was more of indie rock / minimal indie pop. Really not a trendy sound for 1992. This is their second to last album. The next album, Perfect Teeth, kind of maybe refined what was happening here, and is probably their most commercially viable or accessible release, and it was also on 4AD, so it had that added cachet going for it. The Obi strip does say, a near perfect album of indie pop, one of the top 10 albums of 1992, but also number 5 of the 100 greatest indie rock albums of all time. So there's a lot of hype on the fake Obi strip. Anyway, once again, this is a really great LP, classic 1990s album. It's good to get a copy of this on vinyl. And if you're not familiar with it, we're checking out, I'd say, the song Imperial, I Do Believe You're a Blushing. Isabel is love that song. Cherry Cream On is on here. It's really good album. I think pretty well known. Unrest, and it's, what did they say? It's Imperial full frequency range recording.
To believe your eyes, your face is glowing. To believe your face, waking up to your eyes.
Thanks for stopping out. Cheers. See you next time.
Time to watch the walking, taking time to take the train on. Come on, Isabel.